Hi, Latanya. This is Mike Fielding.
Yes, sir.
I'm calling about my disability claim.
Okay, and who's your claim manager, sir?
Nicole Blackwell.
Okay.
But
So what can I do for you?
I'm wondering what's going on. You still there?
Yes, sir. Hold on. Hold on. Mr. Fielding?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm looking. She's actually out of the office today. Let's see. But we did get the information that you sent, the letter from
Dr. Camp.
Right. And then it does look like we also tried to, our staff had tried to reach out to him previously, but we got the information and we have determined that the decision will stand, that basically your claim will be denied.
Oh,
It
really?
was reviewed by our medical staff, and so the letter is actually gone out.
So you're telling me you're denying my claim?
Yes, sir.
Even though that several doctors disagree with you, your nurse overrules them, huh?
Well, we're saying what we have does not support. We're not saying that you may not be payable. We're saying with the information that we have, benefits are not payable. So
Why
the
is
letter
that?
actually has gone out. It tells you what we received and our interpretation of that information. One of the things that you may want to do when you get the letter is share it with your physician so that they will know exactly what documentation we were looking for. You may have it. We just may not have it.
Well, you never asked for anything.
Well, we asked your doctors for their records.
Yeah.
So sometimes they don't include everything for whatever reason.
But you never said that you didn't have enough information. You never even told me you were reviewing it.
What do you mean we never told you? We did tell you, sir, that we were getting updated information. We told you that we used the information. We get medical updates. And so you told the waiver specialist who your doctors were.
Yeah, perhaps. But you never said... The only person that told me anything about this was waiver of life insurance premium. I never heard from Nicole Blackwell, and I'm wondering why. You still there?
Yes, sir. I'm listening to you, and I'm looking to see what information we have.
I'm just wondering why nobody from long-term disability contacted me. And the only way I found out about this was you only gave me half a check.
One of the things is, like I said, I do see that we have now paid you through the 27th of May.
Yeah.
And so your next check would not be due until the end of June, which would also give you time that if you disagree with our decision...
Oh, I absolutely disagree with it.
...and we get an appeal and updated information that would change it, then we would warrant reopening your claim and paying benefits.
I just want to know why you don't answer my question. How come no one from long-term disability contacted me and said there was a problem? Why is that?
Well, sir, we have to review what we have. We're not going to call you and say, medical doesn't support, you have 2 more months to get it in. If we have all the information that we have that is current, we make a decision with what we have. And then before the letter went out this last time, you said you had information for us to send in. You sent it in, we reviewed it. And we've determined that benefits are no longer payable.
So what happens if you have to get your leg amputated?
So, I'll get the names of the people who reviewed this and why, what was in the doc.
Details everything, yes, sir. And it actually went to a post office box.
Okay.
So I just wanted to make sure, is that the right mailing address that it should go to?
Yeah.
Okay. It went to the post office box, so you should be getting it any day within 3 or 4 days mailing time.
Okay.
And it does outline what records we had, as well as what our medical review would determine.
Okay, and it says exactly what you have and
Yes, sir.
and who staffed this?
Yes. It does tell you that a long-term disability claim manager, a nurse case manager, and a senior claim
I want the
manager
nurse's
did
name.
review the information.
And I'll have their names?
No, sir.
I want the names.
Why not?
Because our letters, we don't put the names of the persons that reviewed it.
Why is that?
Because we're not required to, sir.
Oh, okay. I just wanna...
It does give you the records that we had, if you disagree, what your appeal rights are, so that we can look at your claim again.
Okay, I'm just wondering how it is that people with no medical background can determine that I'm not disabled when numerous doctors from different states think that I am.
We're not saying that you may not meet the disability definition. We're saying
Yes, you are. That's exactly what you're
does
saying.
not support. Now,
You're saying that I'm not disabled and you're no longer going to pay my claim.
I'm saying what we have.
Is that not what you're
yes,
saying?
That is correct, and we're no longer going to pay any additional benefits without information to support why you cannot return to work.
You mean like where the doctor says that that I have Crohn's disease and pyoderma gangrenosum, and he has documentation?
Okay, and if you have those diseases, then there's documentation that we look for. Weight loss, documented weight loss, changes in abnormal labs. And so if your records don't reflect that, then how do we know how it's affecting you, and how do we know how it's affecting your ability to function and work?
The doctor said so.
The doctor says both disorders are chronic disorders without reasonable expectation for cure. That seems pretty clear to me.
Okay, but you, again...
It says I'm at risk for a flare of the pyoderma with my... Can I talk, or are you just going to keep talking over me?
You're not letting me answer my question. You're asking me a question and asking me to answer it for you, but you're not letting me finish. And so I'm trying to explain to you what types of documentation you need, or what your doctor needs to document, so that if you are warranted a benefit, we can get your claim reopened and paid.
Okay, how about where it says that he recommends indefinite disability which precludes me from standing, lifting, bending, or assuming a reasonable hourly wage for more than working 1 hour a day?
Based on what? Because we can't make our decision based on a diagnosis. A diagnosis alone does not mean that you're disabled. So we do look at clinical information, like office visit notes, lab work. Like for Crohn's, have you lost weight? Are there any abnormal labs? What is the basis for his decision? That's the documentation that we need. Other than him saying you have a disease or a diagnosis and you can't work, we need something to back up that recommendation.
Prognosis of
We don't
amputation.
pay benefits based on a diagnosis alone.
Prognosis of amputation.
So I'll just wait for your letter and then I'll peel it. And we'll jump through your hoops
We'll
again.
come, and if you have any questions once you get the letter, you can give us a call back. But one of the things that I would recommend is that you share the letter with your physician as well. Because again, even though your doctor may say you have a diagnosis or a condition, benefits are not payable based on a diagnosis alone. We look at how that condition affects your ability to function, and what clinical information is your doctor using to make that recommendation.
So what you really have is people with no medical background whatsoever just making random decisions, it sounds like to me.
Our decisions are not random. It's based on a contract.
No, I know they're not random. They're no.
Consist of nurses and physicians. So yes, they are trained.
But you won't name the nurse or physicians, and so I can't believe a word you're saying. All right, we'll be in touch.
Okay.
Fuck you, you fucking shitbag.